I love this chat, the compensation plan chat. I am not a pro at it, definitely not a pro at it, but the longer I am in this, the more I learn. I don't know every little single detail, but I am going to share with you what I do know. There's so many YouTube videos out there, so if this is something that you really struggle with but want to learn more, I definitely advise you to go search, go do your research. I mean, that's honestly what I did in the beginning. I was not given any direction in the beginning of what the compensation plan was, so I had to literally learn it on my own. So, Tiffany, did you raise your hand? Did you have a question? Maybe that was an accident, maybe not. But I'm going to kind of go through all the details, and then at the end, definitely open it up for questions. Like I said, I'm not a pro at this. I am also not very great at explaining this. I'm going to do the best I can. I have me a dry erase board over here that hopefully is going to help a little bit. But let's just go ahead and get started. So we have several different things within our compensation plan to earn money, to earn income. And whether you are doing this just for fun or you are doing this to build an income, there is something for each of you. And you can do as little as you want, and you can, the potential is incredible to go as far as you want to go. I will say a lot of stylists come in thinking, I don't really know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to make this big. I think I just want it to be a hobby. And then we sit here because I was one of those, and now we are life changed completely. So the potential is incredible. So let's get started with the Jumpstart reward program. I'm actually going to pull that up so y'all can see it, and I'm going to share my screen. If you want to pull this up on your own so that you can see it, you can do that as well. All right, let me figure out how to share my screen. Okay, you should be able to see my screen, my calculator. So here we have our Jumpstart reward program. One thing you have to know is to earn these, you have to BQ. So that is one reason we push BQ so much, is because for so many things within our compensation plan, if you do not BQ, you don't get those rewards. So first 35 days. This is from the day you enroll to your 35th day, through your 35th day. First 35 days. If you sell 1,000, Landon, lose my mind. It's me. My husband's gone, so it's just me. I will be up there in a minute. Go upstairs to your room and don't come back down. If you sell 1,000 PV, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Okay. So if you sell 1,000 PV, you get a $50 credit. This is product credit. This is not cash credit. This is credited after the end of month, a couple of days into the next month. And you will see this in your virtual office and be able to order it through the virtual office. You do, if you enroll one qualified stylist, qualified means bonus qualified. If you enroll one qualified stylist, that's also another $50 in product credit. You do not have to do both of these to get those rewards. So if you just do sell 1,000, you get that. And if you don't sign the stylist, obviously you don't get the other 50. In your first 65 days, you will get $75 product credit if you sell $2,500. And then you get another $75 in product credit if you enroll 3 qualified stylists. This also, you don't have to hit your first Jumpstart to get your second Jumpstart reward. It can build on each other, but say, you know, say you get, you know, all of this from 35 days to 65 days, you'll get that. And then obviously 95 days, sell 4,000, get $150 product credit. If you become a team leader within the first 4 commission periods, you'll get $100, and that's cash. The $100 is cash. The 4 commission periods is example, because I'm really bad at this. Example, February would be your start month. So that's February would count, March would count, April would count, and then you would have to hit team leader by May to get that $100 cash. If you do it in the first 3 full periods, you'll get $200 cash. So if you signed in February and hit team leader by April, then you would get $200 in cash. So the really cool thing about Jumpstart Rewards too is that if you have stylists underneath you, like your personally enrolled stylists, hit those rewards, you also get those rewards. So for me personally, that is like the biggest thing I talk to my stylists about is Jumpstart Rewards, because I want those rewards too. And if I'm helping my stylists get them, then I have those rewards come in every single month. And that is what I use to buy like my sales for my flash sales. I don't just buy that, out of my pocket. I always use my Jumpstart Rewards. So I'm always helping my new stylists hit those. And the best thing about this is really building your business and giving you an incredible foundation for your business. If you're hitting every single one of these, you're on an amazing track and you're doing really, really well. If you did not hit these, don't feel like you're a failure. I would really throw yourself into when you sign a stylist, say, hey, I didn't hit all these and I wish I had. I wish I had pushed just a little bit harder, and work with them on how to get there. So that's the Jumpstart Reward Program. Does anybody have any questions about that before I go on to the next little bits? All right, so now I'm going to talk about kind of the basic comp plan. And you can see I'm Googling this because that's what I do with everything. Google is my best friend, and it should be yours as well. You can find everything you need if you have a question on Google. All right, so here you can find this in the back office as well. We have everything under the resources tab. It also has a place where it's broken down even better than this little graphic. It's like everything is explained. So I would print that out, look over that as much as you can. This is not what I wanted. Hold on. That is for in a minute. This is what I wanted. All right, so, and I know it's not very clear, but Jumpstart Reward Program, we have just talked about that. Next thing, you get 25% base commission. So no matter if you BQ or not, you still always get 25% commission on all sales. As you know, we don't technically get a discount because we just buy from ourselves and earn 25% commission on that. Those are paid out weekly on Thursdays. But here's how your weeks run. I don't think it's confusing, but we get paid on Thursday, but our weeks run from Wednesday to the following Tuesday, right? Okay, so we get paid on Thursday from the previous week, but our week runs from Wednesday to Tuesday. So that's what you're getting paid on. You get paid through the pay portal, and that's a whole different topic, but these are paid out weekly. And then we have enhanced retail commissions. These are paid out monthly. These are paid out a couple of days after the month, and this is what we call like monthly commissions. So you get from $600 to $1,200 for an extra 3%, and then so on. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you look on this chart, our chart in the back office does not have this on it. This is just the older one. It says preferred client program. We don't have that. It was meant to come into place, but it never happened. It may in the future, but we do not have that. So kind of just ignore that. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly, does anybody have any questions about enhanced commission?
I do.
Okay, awesome.
So you said a second ago the enhanced commissions the $600 the $600 plus is an extra 3%. Does that like your total PV, or is that like BQ for each month?
That's your total PV. So you'll just get an extra at the end of the month. You'll get an extra 3% on your total sales. So as long as you're somewhere within that 600 to 1200 bracket, you will get an extra 3% on that. So say you hit $900, you would get an extra $27 at the end of the month. Honestly, my minimum goal for each month is to get into that 12,000 to 1,800, 1,200 to 1,800 bracket. I just feel like that's like a really good bracket to like realistically hit every single month. That is my kind of non-negotiable. So I really encourage you guys to figure out what your non-negotiable is. I love that they do those brackets because it's a good goal setting. It's a good thing to have for goal setting. So think about what your non-negotiable is, and then obviously figure out how to get there. And then you do that every single month. Does that help answer your question?
Yes. Thank you, Jackie.
Yes, of course. Okay, so now let's get into the kind of basics of like once you start to team build and how you get, how you're rewarded for that. Like I said in the beginning, a lot of you might not even have this on your goal list, but you'll find out you have people probably just randomly ask you how to sign up, and then all of a sudden you're thrown into starting to build a team. So as a stylist, and obviously you see you have to BQ every single month to get any of these commissions. As a stylist, if you enroll one person, they're considered your E1, and E1 is enrollee 1. So those are the stylists that you personally enroll. E1 is enrollee 1. If you enroll one of those, you're going to get an extra 3% off of their sales for the entire month. So say they sold $300. You're going to get 3% of that $300 at the end of the month. Now, E1 is also on your level 1. You're going to get another 3% because they're on your level 1, and that's your leadership level bonus. So when you enroll somebody as a BQ stylist, you get a total of 6% off of their sales. That 3% enrollee bonus, and then a 3% leadership level bonus right here. Okay. And then once you become a BQ stylist, obviously you have 2 underneath you. They have to be a Q as well. You would get 3% with the enrollee bonus, and then you get a 3% as a leadership level bonus. Say you stay at a senior stylist, and then one of your stylists signs someone. They're really considered your E2, your indirect enrollee, because they're your enrollee's enrollee. You do not get that 3% yet, but you do get the level 2. So you'll get 3% in the leadership level bonus. Okay, so here's where I'm going to whip out my whiteboard, and I hope you can see because it might not be very, very visible. But here I have, can you see? I know there's a glare. Can you read it at all? Maybe not. Oh, there we go. Maybe a little bit. Okay, so here we have enrollee 1 in blue. So those are your personally sponsored stylists, enrollee 1. The glare's bad. E2 I have in pink. Those are your enrollees, personally sponsored stylists. And then here I have a little smiley face in black. Those are what we're going to call placed. These are stylists that might be placed underneath you, that are not technically your stylist, but they're underneath you. So if you don't know, once you hit a certain rank in Color Street, you can add people anywhere you want underneath you when you enroll somebody. So that might happen to you. You might have people get added underneath you, but they are not considered your E1, but they are on that level 1. So here I have.
Hey, Jackie, can you stop screen sharing? John's
Oh,
asked.
yeah.
I think maybe you could see that board better. Sorry.
Nope, that's smart. Okay, is that better?
I think so.
There's just such an awful glare. Okay.
Wait, you guys too, if you guys change the setting on your screen to just speaker view, it'll just show Jackie, and then you can see the whole board. I just did that.
Okay, is that better? For some reason, I can't get it to do it on mine, but it will. So if you watch the recording, you won't be able to see it. But okay, so here we have you. We have someone placed underneath you. They're on your level 1, but they're not your E1 and they're not your E2. You have an E1 and an E1. These are 2 people that you personally sponsored. And then you're going to have this E1 sign someone up themselves. That's your E2. But then somebody placed somebody under this E1. They're on your level 2, but they're not your E1 or E2. Okay, so that's how we have this set up. So basically, you're at team leader right now. Hopefully, you are signing people. This is where you want to be. Number 1, because this is where you can start placing anybody that you start to enroll, which is where you can really build your business. But to break it down, you're going to get 3% on your E1s, and then you're going to get another 3% on your level 1 right here as a team leader. And then also as a team leader, you're going to get a 3% on your E2, and then another 3% on level 1, 2, and 3. I think I can't see the chart now, but it doesn't matter in this sense. But I just wanted to show you guys this, what it can look like, what an E1 and E2 is, and then what your levels can look like. Because your levels can have, you know, stylists that aren't an E1. You don't get 6% off of this person. You just get 3%. Does that make sense? Because that really confused me in the beginning. Okay, cool. So let's see. Anybody have questions about that? Okay, awesome. Anybody have questions for like the entire comp plan? Maybe something I missed outside of cap volume, because I do want to go over cap volume real quick. Cap volume, lifetime volume, what all that means, group volume. Okay. Yes.
Where does it show up? When I first signed on, you were talking about the bonuses you get for signing people, like the 50. Where does that show up on your virtual office?
The bonus you get for signing people, like
the $50
that's going to be your Jumpstart. That's going to be in the resource tab.
Where does that show?
Yeah, if you go into your virtual office, if you do it from a desktop, to see how much you have in product credit, just click on your profile picture, and then it'll have like a product credit tab. But then to use that, you just go to your virtual office. You cannot do this through a party link. You have to go in your virtual office, go to the orders tab, place order, and then you're going to put everything in your cart. And then before you check out, it's going to give you like a little checkbox to click to use your product credit. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I didn't know that existed, so that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is awesome. And like I said, if you continue to help your stylist do that,
right,
that is key, because I mean, those can add up. I mean, I'm telling you, they can really, really add up.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Anybody else have any questions? Okay. Well, that's basically it outside of the cap volume, group volume, lifetime volume. So what we have is we have lifetime volume. This is, and you want to make sure that you are keeping up with all of these volumes when you're looking at rank advancing, because a lot of the times we can kind of focus on the people and having the amount of people that we need, but then we forget about having lifetime volume and capped volume. So make sure you're always looking at these requirements for when you're rank advancing. Lifetime volume is just from the time that you started as a stylist to where you are now. That's your lifetime volume, and that includes all of your stylists underneath you from a collective from the time you started to where you're at now. And you'll see in the chart, it'll show you what you need in lifetime volume for each level. Group volume. This is for each month you're in. Group volume is what you and your stylist collectively have sold from the first of the month to where we are now in the month. This is what you get paid off of. So capped volume is what we look at for rank advancing. Group volume is what you are getting paid off of, okay? Capped volume can get a little confusing, and this is what we call the 50% rule. So basically, we have a rule that no more than 50% of your volume can come from one leg. So we have legs. If you are a senior stylist and you have 2 people under you, those are your legs. If you have 3 people under you, you have 3 legs. If you have 4 people on your top line, you have 4 legs. Okay, so each person in your top line is a leg. If you have one leg that is like just signing people up left and right and they're just killing it, they're going to kind of throw your capped volume off because they're making up more than 50% of your group volume. So then you have to make sure that you're also helping these girls over here come up with volume to unlock some of this volume over here. So me and Dawn know this really, really well because last month we were working our butts off because she has an extremely strong leg right here, and they have so much volume, group volume, but capped volume was way off because we needed to help these people earn more. So once these people start earning more, it unlocks more of this girl's volume. Does that make sense? So in order, and here's just a simple way to figure out, so say you're at the end of the month and your cap volume is not where it needs to be to get to your rank that you want to get to, and you have all the people, your lifetime volume's there, but your cap volume is way low, or it's lower than what it needs to be. A quick equation that you can do to figure out how much your weak legs need to sell is you take, let's just for example say you need 50,000 in capped volume. You're going to subtract 50,000, you're going to subtract your cap volume from that 50,000 and figure out how much is missing. So say you're at 30,000 in cap volume. You're going to subtract 30,000 from 50,000. So you need 20,000 to get your cap volume up. But you're going to divide that by 2. So divide 20,000 by 2. And really, your weak legs just need to sell 10,000 because for every 1 PV point they sell, it unlocks 1 from over here. So that's just an easy equation to do to figure out how you need to get that up. The reason Color Street does this is because they don't want you to have someone you sign up just blow up and they do incredible things and you just sit here and you just, now you don't have to do anything because they're doing all the work, right? They don't want anybody to just sit back and start relaxing because they have someone doing all the hard work. They want you to continue to recruit and build. So that's why they have that capped volume and that 50% rule. So that's why you see, there can be teams out there who, are selling $2 million, but they don't make, but they're only like a senior director because their cap volume is just, they have one really, really, really strong leg and they still are building these other legs. So, and the reason I talk about this is because it's very important for me to help you guys get to top ranks because it's so life-changing. So here's my advice and my tips just to leave you with after all this crazy talk. Don't bank all of your business in one leg. And don't think that you sign one person who's really strong and you're just going to ride that out, because you can't grow that way. So you have to continue to recruit and you have to continue to build your business you have to build your business. A lot of the times what happens is we start building a team and then we go into management mode and then we think we just need to manage them and, just be their boss basically. And we forget about our business and we stop recruiting and then our businesses kind of slow down. So make sure that you're building, you're recruiting, and then you're building You're not just placing all eggs in one basket, basically, is what I'm saying. All right, does that cap volume now make sense a little bit more? I hope so. It took me too, guys, several times hearing this to really fully understand it. So I would recommend at least once a month, maybe twice a month, finding probably a better YouTube video than this, but find something and listen to it. And I'll try to help you guys and post more about that. But just the more you listen to it, this second nature, it like becomes second nature. And then all the terms, you know, all the terms, it's much easier to understand it. But listening to it for the first time is not going to do a whole lot. You'll have to continue to really learn and dig deep in it. But I think that's really all I had. Do any of our leaders have anything that they want to add to that? No? Okay, guys. Sorry, my son threw it all off. I knew that was going to happen too because it's just me. My husband's not here, and every single time he's down here, like immediately after I put him in bed. And I heard him. I was like, surely not. He is about to get in so much trouble. Sure enough, his little head started popping through the corner. So sorry that kind of threw me off a little bit, but I hope that was helpful. And like I said, you're just going to have to continue to listen, and it'll get easier and easier and easier. We have an incredible compensation plan. I have so many stylists that can vouch for that too, that can say it's an incredible compensation plan, and the potential is insane. So I was just seeing. Okay, so that's it. I hope you'll have a great night. Team Cup, if you are in the Team Cup, make sure that you are consistently chatting with your team. I promise if you just stay connected, maybe this is a week you've done nothing. You are in a Team Cup, but you have done absolutely nothing, and you feel like you're falling behind and you're dead weight. Like, snap out of it. We got 3 more weeks left. There's a lot of month left. You can do a lot in 3 weeks. Reach out to the girls on your team. Let them know, okay, I've kind of been in a funk. I've been in a little bit of funk, but I want to do this. Remember, you have to BQ by the 10th to get that little prize. I will say it is a bracelet, a very, very cute bracelet for everybody that BQs by the 10th. And then I will have a leaderboard up hopefully by tomorrow morning. But anyways, all right, guys. Well, we will not have a team call next Thursday because it's Valentine's Day. Don't let me forget that. I have forgot that. Next Thursday is Valentine's Day, okay? So no team call. We'll I'll actually have something special for you guys either Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, but we don't have a team call on Thursday, and I will announce that special thing in a couple of days. But anyways, love you guys so much. Congratulations. I haven't been able to, I don't think, tell y'all congratulations on an awesome January. I was telling the leaders, sorry, I'm going to get off, I promise. One more thing. I was telling the leaders, Melissa Suit, I think is how you say her name. I don't know how you say it, but she is from corporate. You might hear her speak on some of our training calls, but she's the VP of sales. She called me yesterday, and I got the little phone call from New Jersey, and I was like, I knew the number, and I was like, oh crap, why is corporate calling me? What have I done? Am I in trouble? But they called me. She just wanted to say how incredibly proud she is of us, and that they know who we are. They saw all of our rank advancements. They see how we are recruiting and building quickly, and she just wanted to congratulate us on that. So know that they know who we are, and they are watching us, and they think that y'all are doing awesome. So continue to do awesome, and hopefully every single one of us will be at conference in August, and we can meet her, and I can be like, these are the awesome ladies that you were talking about. But anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know that. So, all right, guys, I will pop off. I hope you have an awesome night, and I'll chat with you later. Bye, guys.